At this time you are sitting comfortably and watching this video, but let me tell you that the place where you are sitting today was recovering from a temperature of 8,500 degrees millions of years ago, or the place where you are sitting was covered with snow for millions of years. Both these things are true. In this 15-minute video you are going to see the journey of 450 crore years of the Earth. That the place where our solar system is today, there used to be clouds of different types of gases and dust. According to scientists, there used to be a star away from the clouds of dust. With time the energy of that star started decreasing, due to which a huge explosion took place inside it. Due to the explosion the dust of the space started pressing against each other. During this time the dust particles present in the clouds had transformed into big meteors and stones due to pressure and heat, and due to this pressure the radioactive material present in these clouds created gravity. Due to this gravity hydrogen and helium started gathering in the middle. Due to the pressure of gas there was a huge explosion, and due to this explosion our sun was born, which spread in space due to their heavy weight. The asteroids have started to come closer to the sun and collide with the sun. In the end, there was a collision, as a result of which planets like Mercury, Venus, Earth and Mars were formed. According to scientists, at that time, the asteroids used to collide with the sun between the Earth and Mars, that is, Mars. Due to gravity on the Earth, the asteroids started to collide with the Earth, and gradually, for millions of years, they kept falling on the Earth, and such an incident is happening on our neighboring planet Mars as well, due to which it started coming closer to the Earth and has been attracting it. Due to this fierce collision, parts of the Earth spread in the space in the form of particles, and a ring of stars started to collide with the Earth. While revolving around these particles, there was a collision, due to which our moon was formed. At that time, there used to be only one sea on the Earth, and that was the ocean. At a temperature of 1958 Celsius, the ocean was boiling, and all those things were boiling and were boiling, which you know today by different names. With time, the Earth was gradually cooling down, due to which heavy elements like metals and radioactive substances started to settle near the Earth. They gathered at the center, and lighter substances came to the surface of the Earth. For millions of years, there was a rain of meteorites on the Earth, and salt, minerals and water were stored in these falling meteorites. For millions of years, there was a rain of their billows, and gradually the upper surface of the Earth started getting cold due to water. According to scientists, this was the time when microorganisms were formed for the first time from the volcanoes coming out of deep water. After millions of years, a time came when the upper surface of the Earth was dry of water, and the innermost core of our Earth remains hot due to being made of radioactive material. But whenever the Earth's surface gets cold, the heat inside the Earth is not able to come out, due to which volcanoes are formed, and something similar happened at that time. Thousands of volcanoes started erupting on the Earth covered with water, and these volcanoes continued to erupt for millions of years, due to which this land was being formed above the water. At this time also, due to the absence of atmosphere on the Earth, there was a rain of meteorites from space, which almost from the Earth 300 crore years ago. There came a time on Earth when the atmosphere of the Earth started becoming almost stable. The eruption of volcanoes had slowed down, and a day on Earth used to be of about a hand hour. As the years passed, slowly the microorganisms started developing and started living in groups. Such organisms were created on Earth for the first time about 250 crore years ago. So, to live, they used the minerals present inside the water, and used sunlight, and excreted oxygen in the form of excreta. By this time, most of the volcanoes on Earth had stopped erupting, and due to these microbacteria, the amount of oxygen in the atmosphere was increasing. Due to the oxygen entering the atmosphere, the Earth's atmosphere started forming, and for thousands of years, the amount of oxygen in the atmosphere kept increasing, due to which this disease spread in most parts of the Earth. After thousands of years, a time came when, due to more oxygen entering the Earth, the process of life and death started. By that time, along with being cold, the Earth's atmosphere was also filled with oxygen, due to which the iron minerals present in the ground and atmosphere started getting dissolved from the solution present in the water, and a time came when the Earth's land had become red like today's meat. With the passage of time, cracks started appearing in the tectonic plates of the Earth, due to which the water inside the earth remained like an open boil for millions of years, and this was the reason due to which the amount of carbon dioxide in the Earth's atmosphere increased a lot and acid rain started on the earth. Due to this wind, the temperature of the earth started decreasing and the water present on the earth started turning into ice. For the first time, the earth was hit by a terrible storm. At this time, the entire earth was covered with white snow. Usually, when the rays of the sun fall on the earth, the ground absorbs those rays, but because the entire earth had become covered with snow and because snow is white and shiny, due to which the rays of the sun go back after falling on the earth. Due to this reason, the earth was covered with snow for millions of years. But again the heat present inside the earth started coming out in the form of volcanoes, and the heat coming out of the volcanoes started spreading. In some video, some microorganisms were slowly changing in the depths of the earth, and now they started using the off-season to make their body bigger and complex. Meanwhile, small sea plants had also started coming out in the water. As the volcanoes were coming out, the atmosphere was getting warmer due to carbon dioxide. With time, the ice started melting, but acid rain started again on the earth, due to which the earth started getting cold again, and then most of the earth was covered with ice. This kept happening repeatedly for thousands of years, and due to this, now the marine creatures were gradually evolving according to the environment. Meanwhile, many creatures and marine forests became extinct, but those who survived gradually adapted to the changing temperature of the earth, and after thousands of years, the marine trees did not die or dry up completely due to the ice. Now the microorganisms had spread in the sea that when the volcanoes again started melting the ice of the earth, then these marine trees quickly evolved and spread. Gradually, the amount of oxygen in the atmosphere started increasing and the acidity on the earth started decreasing after years. Due to the arrival of oxygen in the atmosphere, the ozone layer of the earth started thickening, and about 470 million years ago, for the first time a plant called bamboo started growing on the upper surface of the earth. With time, different types of plants and trees started growing on the land. There came a time when the height of the trees on the land had become about 80 to 100 feet, or as high as today's 5 to 6 story building. This was the time when marine animals came out of the sea. The sea creatures were changing into land animals, and most of the land had gathered in one place, which we know today as the Pangaea continent. The Earth's atmosphere and temperature had become almost stable, and now there were about 21 to 23 hours of daylight. Now the sea creatures started living outside the water, and their body color and shape was changing according to the environment. Gradually the land animals changed into dinosaurs, the collectors started showing trees and plants, their bodies started growing tall and huge. Ganesh used to hunt, because of which they started becoming smaller and faster, due to the upper land of the earth being collected at one place. Most of the land had become desert and barren. Most of the forests used to be close to the sea in which animals used to live, and about 200 million years ago, Pangaea started breaking up, due to the division of Pangaea. Most of the land of the earth started coming in contact with water, as a result of which greenery started appearing on the earth, due to which the channels started becoming more diverse and huge. The channels ruled the earth for about 200 to 300 million years. At that time the oceans used to rule the entire earth from the sea to the land and sky. During this time the cyclone of Africa toured India and collided with today's Tibet, and due to this cyclone, the Himalayas were formed. About 6.5 crore years ago, a meteorite bigger than today's Mount Everest, about 4.5 lakh crore kg of Bajaniya, about it was coming towards the earth at a speed of 80,000 kilometers per hour. As soon as it touched the surface of the earth, a fierce fire broke out in it, and while burning it directly hit the earth. The energy released from this collision was equal to the explosion of 10 crore nuclear bombs of today. The animals and trees of this meteorite turned into steam. As soon as it fell, dust started spreading all over the earth. There was a terrible flood in the sea. Earthquake started to move the modern earth. In a few hours, due to the harmful gas and dust in the atmosphere of the entire earth, the earth had become hell. Both the sources had become completely extinct due to the ghost village and starvation. At this time, our ancestors used to live inside the ground, due to which they were saved from this huge catastrophe. The atmosphere of the Earth had become completely black and dark, due to which even the sunlight was not able to reach the ground. The trees and most of the animals of the Earth became extinct. Due to the dust and harmful gas in the atmosphere, it started raining on the Earth again, and then the Earth became cold and covered with snow, but this time the ice of the Earth did not freeze for millions of years, and from 80 after 90,000 years, this ice started melting. As soon as the atmosphere on Earth started becoming like before, these small creatures started coming out of the ground. At that time, the ice of the Earth started melting, due to which there used to be cold forests in Africa, and in the meantime, these land creatures transformed into monkeys, but as the Earth started getting hot, the forests of Africa started drying up. The monkeys who ate forest things started facing shortage of food. In search of food, these monkeys started walking on their feet, which helped them in hunting other animals. Gradually, the monkeys transformed into apes, i.e. vultures. In search of food, these apes started spreading to other parts of the Earth, and gradually the color and shape of their body changed according to the weather there. With work, we became tribals. We invented weapons, and now we gradually evolved into humans. We created religion, family, language and culture, and with time, we kept evolving, and today we have become the most developed species of this Earth. It took about 450 crore years for the Earth to become what it is today. And it took us millions of years to become humans from a small land-dwelling animal, but we have polluted and destroyed the Earth as much as no other species has done till date. Now we are again polluting the Earth and increasing the amount of carbon dioxide. Scientists believe that a huge change is going to take place on Earth again. You will know how the Earth will be in the future in our next video.